better than Alex to win the belt. Like, you know, y'all think y'all, and he is. You know, he's two division glory champion, 2 division UFC champion, kickboxing great, hands of stone, bad man, just a monster, dangerous, scary dude. He's all those things. But watch what I do to him.
Bang bang.
Jamal. Fight week, UFC 300 fight weeks. You know, you've been atop of these amazing cards before. You've been in title fights before, but does this one feel a little bit extra special?
For sure. You know, first things first, you gotta ask Connor, what are you laughing about on your comment, brother?
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't know.
Yeah. Go ask him. What are you laughing about? Hopefully you can get Lucky Charm shorts or something. Good.
I came up short, and the better guy won that night, so it is what it is. I would like to get that one back, especially if I can win the belt at 145. He's talking about, I want to go get the jet and go to Spain. Like, bro, worry about Marab first, and let me worry about Calvin. If I get through Calvin and I can win the belt again, I would love to get that one back on that skinny guy. I would love to get that one back. Last one for me.
Definitely excited about that matchup. You know, I think obviously Hamzat's a little bit ahead of me in terms of position in the organization and rankings, but I feel like, you know, that's a matchup that a lot of people want to see. And, you know, that fight with Whitaker is going to be an amazing fight. 2 guys that are competing at a very high level, and I'm looking forward to watching it and definitely looking forward to that fight down the line.
Hey, Bo.
Charles invites you to the ground. Is that something you're going down on the ground with him?
No problem. Your fast rise in this sport and to now ultimately headlining UFC 300 as well?
I don't know. I don't care. It's like, that's not important at all.
Fair enough.
Like, he's a great fighter. That was his opportunity to show his greatness. His opportunity came fast.
BMF title, probably next matchup for you is new champion Ilia Topuria. And what do you think about that?
Questionable. That's it. Questionable. Like everybody keep asking me, what do I think of Topuria?
Yeah, fighting Topuria.
He's questionable. I'll fight him. You go ask him that question. Ask him that question about me. At the end of the day, UFC, I always wanted to fight for the title. I always want to do this. A lot of contenders, they gave me a lot of up-and-coming contenders, and then there's one that didn't come up towards my way. So you can ask UFC about that. You can ask him the question.
And he's out that bitch.
For saying I'm riding with him and stuff, but I ride with my niggas and I stay true to myself more than anything else.
That part.
I think he's gonna put Alex out.
Woo!
There's something weird about Jamal that people don't understand, and I watched him and like the way he's throwing these strikes, the way he comes and covers distance. If you're not ready, you will go to sleep. Ask Johnny Walker. You know, he wasn't ready for that shot. He put a nasty beating on Glover. You know, where I think he just took so much life off of Glover. That guy is nasty. You know, and so. The way he does certain things, I think people are not prepared for it. It's not the average, like, Pereira's been fighting, like, the standard striker type of guys. And don't get me wrong, I love Pereira too. He's fucking sick, nothing but love. I love Glover, really. And so, all love to those guys. But, I'm just going to call out Garcia too, even though I have a little bit of bias for my dog. But I'm telling you, none of these people that he fucking dropped, they had no idea where they were getting hit from. He throw in different ways, and it's just not the average.
For me, we were talking earlier about some of the things that Rakic said. Do you wish there wasn't any trash talk in MMA? It seems like you'd rather just, you know, do a regular media and go into the fight and not be asked questions about what your opponent said. Do you wish we had more of martial artists not talking trash?
That's a good question.
That's the only way to see the true warriors.
That part.
If there is, if there is something, what's really the problem between me and if I had some like real problem with Alexander, I will go to his home and I will knock him.
Damn. For real?
And that will be my attitude.
Damn.
If there will be some problem.
Homie came in through like a G.
That's all. That's all. If there's just this is just some like he's talking.
Yeah. It was hard for me to put these on today.
And is there any truth that did you go to the same doctor as Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah. Well, Aaron Rodgers went to the same doctor as me.
Get it right, homie.
Did you guys? And then the BMF fight between Justin and Max.
Main event, man, that's a tough one. You know, but I'm rolling with my guy Jamal Hill. I think that's a really tough fight. Obviously, he's coming back from a big injury. Poatan is on a huge wave right now, and he's got the momentum. Of course, Jamal just had an injury. He never lost the momentum, so it's going to be fascinating to see who imposes their game plan first. I think Jamal's better when it comes to striking with the hands. I think Poatan's got some really good calf kicks that Jamal just needs to be careful of, and I think if he can negate that with his reach, switch stance, I think it should be a good night for him. And if he wants to grapple, he can actually grapple. I don't know how good Pereira's grappling is or his wrestling. I think that's going to be the difference in that fight. And then you got
on a lot of regional shows together. We actually held the same regional belt, so I've known him for a long time. And to have two Michigan guys on the main card of UFC 300 is pretty special. BMF title, obviously, you know, both those guys are legends, and I'm looking forward to it. I couldn't even tell you who I think is going to win because they both are so special.
Bobby, I got one for you. On a lighter note, last time you were here in Vegas, you had an incredible finish, but you walked out to Sexy Red. So I'm curious, are you going to do that again this time around?
Hell no. Jamal Hill yelled at me and won't stop yelling at me about that to this day. You know, like, that's my big dog. And every time we run each other, he's like, bro, you came out to Sexy Red. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What the fuck are you doing? He always, like, when everybody else is like, oh, it was cool. Jamal's gonna be the guy that tells me, like,
Nah, bro.
Nah. He's always on the other side of everything else. He's gonna give me the straight, raw truth. You came out to a stripper, bro. You know? And so, I won't be doing that. I always want to do something new every time.
So do you have any ideas yet for this go-around?
I'm playing with a couple different songs, but I think I found the one.
At bantamweight.
You know, I called him out. He doesn't want this fight.
Bang, bang.
So let's get that clear. You know, it's a fight that's been in my mind for a while. You know, I was supposed to fight him nearly 4 years ago. Obviously, I got COVID really bad.
And just two really quick ones for me. Can I get your thoughts on the main event between Jamal and Alex and the BMF fight between Justin and Max?
I want to say about BMF, I feel like Justin gonna knock him out.
Ooh, okay.
And what about the main event between Alex and Jamal?
Main event is, I don't know, 50-50, but to be honest, I didn't watch their fights because they're not.
You know, and first things first is Justin Gaethje, but there's a fun fight down there that that man keeps talking.
AKA Ilya Tokora.
So my only advice to that guy is like, when the contract come up, sign the dotted line. Don't make no excuses.
That part.
You quoted Ecclesiastes saying that life is but a vapor. During this process, from the injury now going into this fight, what do you feel like you've been taught most?
Good question.
Even more so, appreciate the moments. Yeah, appreciate the moments. Just, it could have all been over. It really could have all been over for me. There are athletes who have suffered this same injury who had to call it a quits on their hopes and their dreams. And I'm fortunate enough to now be in a time and was in a position to where the best medicine available was available to me. And I was able to take advantage of that and use the resources to make my way back and come back in a time that people really just can't seem to believe. So,
you know, we're more peers than kind of gets made out to be, because everybody loves the drama, you know, and the bickering, right? It sells. So you look at all, you know, reality TV and all that stuff. That's what sells. But you know, it's something special, you know, to be here. It's something special to set your feet onto that canvas, and I can't let go of that. So I try to show as much respect as I can to everybody that does it.
First and foremost, I like your shoe selection.
Hey,
very nice. And
wait, you know I tore my Achilles in
the gray ones, right?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
It was hard for me to put these on today.
Feel you on that, bruh.
And is there any truth that